We're back. Um, let's take a look at what happened throughout this whole time I've been gone. So I took a break, much needed break. I've been in school, um, about 3 classes away from my master's in business administration, and got the brand is starting to kick up. Did a couple customs for some folks. Um, There's a lot of things that have been in place. But the most humbling part of being an officer, I feel, is two things. When someone asks you to re-enlist them and you're performing an oath and you're actually signing a contract, that is a very humbling moment. And being a part of someone's retirement. So continuing to serve and then ushering a sailor that served honorably um, out the military, which is quite honestly one of the most humbling things ever. And I did 3 within the past month, and it was a lot. And to actually try to reflect and speak to the folks that asked me to be their presiding officer throughout this year is humbling. And I want to thank you all. For allowing me to be a part of your special day with your family and friends and shipmates. And it's an honor. It really is an honor. And that's the things that type of things that fuel me to keep me going, because for someone to ask like, hey, can you be my presiding officer of my retirement, speaks volumes. It speaks volumes of, the love and respect that they have for me. And it's kind of my duty. So sometimes I'm not in the office. I'm actually doing some duties that are set forth for me taking this office, this oath of office as an officer. And this last one, it really hit home because 16-year friendship, um, that's not it's so many words, so many emotions I had that I had to put into a speech for Laura Carter, and she is an amazing sailor, and her career and everything that she was in Hawaii is like nothing short of inspirational. Now let's get into what she did. She came in the Navy as a quartermaster, um, and fast forward to when I met her was at the brig. Uh, she was in the sister section to my section, so they would come in at night and we'd come in at day, and we would just kind of like swap out. And when we closed down Norfolk brig, she actually became like one of the counselors at the new brig that's out in Chesapeake, more closer to Moab, North Carolina. If you ever been to Northwestern Annex, that's where it's at. And she did amazing things there. And then from there, she went to be an instructor out at RTC. One of the first classes that I knew that got a comm. And again, just me watching her career and watching her do things and, become Sailor of the Year and all this other cool stuff. And then even putting on a chief. I was there. And she's an inspiration. And when she left, Great Lakes, she went to Hawaii, and as a QM1, she kind of was like a navigator that had to go on all the different ships out there throughout the mid pack, ships to get them underway. So she was coined the mid-pack navigator as a QM1. You know what I mean? Like, for all the QMs that's out there, that navigation school is a big thing. And she was the person helping those ships because they didn't have people to get those ships underway. So it wasn't just her ship. She was doing a few ships that she went on. And it's inspirational. And that's how she put on Chief, doing what she loved and being great at it. And she retired as senior chief, 21 years of service. And to me, she's like a sister. Our kids kind of grew up together. Her husband's my best friend in the Navy. Shout out to Command Master Chief Daryl Carter. He's going back to sea. So And she's going to be, taking care of home and, you know, l- living that retired life, but still contributing to the Navy, because as a Navy wife, that's almost like synonymous. And she was in the Navy, so she's going to understand what is what it takes for a sailor to keep going. And her husband, like I said, he's a CMC and he's going on a ship pretty soon. So shout out to them. Congratulations. Uh, USS Backyard, that's where she's at, but it's really USS Homefront because they've been supporting each other as long as I've known them both. And great people, great folks to have in my circle, and definitely someone I can call on for that mentorship, because even me as a warrant officer, I still need mentorship and guidance. And I reach back to the chiefs, the solid ones that I know that'll, give me the best uh, viewpoint for where I'm trying to go.
It's a movie. Red carpet, the lights going through me. Anytime I arrive, it's the new me. Real diamonds on my neck, that's gluey. Flashing lights. All these things come to me. Dressing price. All my rings got weight to it. You feel that? You feel that?
Then I did another retirement for a good friend of mine, Larry Lavelle. I was his MC, so I wasn't a presiding officer, but that one was pretty close to home too, because he too was in Hawaii with me. Um, and I remember meeting him as a chief in Norfolk. And then when I got to Hawaii, it was just like a brotherhood that kind of like grew from there. Like, it was one time, I'm trying to make chief. I got my binder. I'm trying to get everybody to see it. And, I called him up and he was on duty, and he literally was on duty driving on base in a duty vehicle, I believe, and or something. It might have been his car. I don't know, but I know he pulled over to the side of the road just to view my package, and he gave me some good like feedback on it, and it ignited a fire in me like none other, because from there I went to the baton, got selected as chief, and later got selected to warrant officer that following uh February 2022. So in 23, I actually was selected. So 22, I was selected for chief, and then 23, I was selected for a warrant officer. So it happened fast, but I remember those talks and that motivation, and to be a part of his ceremony meant a lot too, because he was somebody that I looked at like, man, this dude's like doing it all. Made senior chief, made chief, senior chief, and then warrant officer, like all in that time frame. But I know the pedigree and the work that he put in, and I always took his guidance and mentorship seriously, because I mean, if he's doing it, he's doing something right. So your circle always matters. Like that mentorship and guidance, it matters. And it helped me get here. He even put my shoulder boards on at my commissioning ceremony. So to be a part of my ceremony and then I'm a part of his, that was just amazing. So congratulations to you too, Larry. Uh, I know you about to go do great things. Take care of home. Family's most important. Kids is growing up. It is crazy. I remember we were at your commissioning, they were like babies, and now you have like these grown gentlemen that are doing great things. You got a son that just graduated from college, other ones that play sports, and some that are about to graduate pretty soon. So salute to you and your wife. Congratulations on your retirement. Thank you, thank you, thank you for letting me be a part of your day. Um, Again, amazing. Thank you.
He becomes great by working only on the days they feel like it. You're tired? Do it anyway. You're sore? Do it anyway. Bad weather? Do it anyway. Success comes when you stop giving yourself an excuse.
If y'all know me, I'm always on the vinyls, and I picked this one up like about a week ago. This is a 2014 Forest Hill Drives, J. Cole. Walmart exclusive. It's the blue, and I just peeled the seams off of it, and I like it. I like the artwork that's on the on the vinyl sleeves, and the actual vinyl itself is like a blue, so that's pretty cool. I haven't played it yet, but crazy story. I actually went to this concert some years back when they came to Virginia um at the amphitheater. And it was a great concert. He did the entire album. Big Sean was there. And it was somebody else I can't remember. Jeremiah, he popped out and did some songs as well. And before the concert ended, I think even back then, going to a J. Cole concert, he's so personable when it comes to the crowd. He like kind of like broke little stories in between some of the sets, and he did it from the first song to the end, and it was a nice setup. It seemed like he was like on top of his home, something like this, back then. And if you're a J. Cole fan, like I am, and like I say, for a lot of the vinyls that I have, these are some of the albums that I really love from back in the day. And it's just kind of nostalgic to think back when this album actually came out. I was at the concert, and today I have the vinyl. So it's one of my favorites. Some of the songs that's on here, like I could relate to a lot of them. Definitely No Role Models. Um, that was a staple for that time frame throughout my career. Uh, and definitely a Fire Squad, Tale of Two Cities. That always got me hyped. It still gets me hyped right about now. And Love Yours, that's another one. That kind of, you got to love yours. And to speak on that, I dropped a reel a little while back, and I was talking about, reasonable doubt, like having an unreasonable doubt. And sometimes throughout my career, even as my day, I'm like my biggest critic. I feel like I could be doing more, or I could have did something a little bit better. So I kind of self-evaluate myself a lot of times and second guess, not really, but say, hey, maybe I could have went about that a better way. Um, and for you sailors out there that aspire to be, chiefs, officers, first class, whatever, when you want to climb the ranks, um, focus on bettering you, because a better you is better for the Navy as a whole. Um, the Navy's not going to change for you, but you can produce change the higher you go. And what I mean by that is when you climb up the ranks, someone's always watching. Someone's always inspired by something you do, whether it's good or bad. I mean, I've been inspired by bad leadership because that let me know when I get to that point, when, climbing up the ranks, that's something I didn't want to do, or being, you know, combative with your leadership like that makes a toxic, environment. So for all those sailors that's out there, support your chain of command off top. Do your job to the best of your ability, and learn every day. Those are some of the things that I still carry to this day. Like, just because I'm a warrant officer doesn't mean I know everything, because there's not one perfect person on the planet. But I always embrace feedback. A lot of my chiefs, they tell me like, hey, this, we could have did it this way, or we could have went about it this way. I think this and I think that, and you take that into account. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. It's your career. It's in your hands, and take the good with the bad and make the best judgment moving forward through your moral compass.
I don't stop. I don't quit. I'm relentless. Let's get it. Relentless in my pursuit of greatness every day. Relentless, ain't no obstacle that's standing in my way. They said it couldn't be done, I just laugh and proceed. Plenty.
Welcome back. So a lot of people have been asking me, sir, what do you think about this shave policy and what are you going to do? And, I mean, quite honestly, if you're in the military, you got to follow policies and procedures all day. You get orders, instructions put out to you, got a nav admin that comes out, we follow it. We maintain the good order and discipline and follow pretty much the policy that's set in front of us. I myself, I do have a shaved chit. And for me, once that policy came out, I had to go and get reevaluated. So that started the clock on my supposed 12 months being in the program. And I got a lot of good information. I got a chance to talk to the doctor for a minute, and he was just like, telling me the policy and the changes. I'm like, yeah, I understand that, doc. He's like, but I will want you to go see a dermatologist. So they give you medicine, and I've never seen a dermatologist like ever in life. So when my next shave chit comes up, I'm going to actually get a referral to go see a dermatologist because I do have like bumps under my neck and discoloration. When I use a razor, it's even worse. Like right now I use like trimmers, T-liners, there's a couple folks out there saying the T-liners. My thoughts on that is you got to go through the process. You got to see if what works for you works for you. Everyone can't shave because if you shave, it's pretty much tearing up your skin. Like for me, it really tears up my skin. I get inflamed. I have really like coarse hair that even now I have to go in with tweezers and kind of like pull and pick because they become ingrown hair. So continuously shaving over that every day becomes a problem, and it hurts and it even bleeds at times. So for me, I just think you got to go through the process. Do the right thing. Now we have to carry it on person. Just do the right thing. For me, I took a picture of mine. I hang it up in my office, and I took a picture of it and it's in my phone. So if anybody ever checks me, like I got it on me, so just do it the right way. If you're in the program, do it the right way. And whatever happens, happens. I mean, that's what the policy has always been. You could be, put out the military. When I first got into the program, if you actually read the policy and procedures, at some point they could have put me out the Navy for being in the no shave status because at one point, it was like a permanent no shaves. Then that changed. And then it's, well, you can be put out. I mean, they've been saying this for years. So if you didn't know that, that means you're not reading the actual policy that is put forth in front of you. So that's always been a thing. It's not haven't been a thing. We just haven't been enforcing it. And now it's being enforced. So what you can do, uh, get into the program, learn the ins and outs, and stay on top of getting your shit renewed. That's all I really can tell you. What I don't understand, and it must be some more guidance that's going to come out, is like this religious exemption. So for me, if the issue with the shave is a seal for a gas mask or whatever, what about the folks that serve at sea, that have a religious exemption? Like, are they just exempt from wearing a gas mask? You get a chemical attack, you're just gonna, you know, you're not gonna wear a gas mask. You're gonna put one on. So you're not gonna have no time to go shave and put it on. So it's like, what do you do with that? Like, why are they different from any other sailor? Why are they not being, uh, I should say, administratively separated due to that? It's the same thing. It's not like a medical condition, but it's their religion. So it's the same, to me, it's the same thing. Like if you want a clean shaven Navy or whatnot, then why are they not being processed out? So you got to be some more guidance to that. I don't know. Maybe there's some more that I just didn't read, but I know for the policy that was put out for the medical folks, it was plain English. It said, this is not for the religious exemption personnel. So I don't see the difference.
Be a Mustang.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mustang, I would like to give a big shout out to my boy Don. Chief Warrant Officer. I'm wearing one of his merches right now. He started staying in I guess, appreciation and to bring light to some stuff that he was dealing with personally.
Yeah.
And to empower people and stuff like that. So check him out, MustangLife247.com. It's his website if you want to copy. But anyway,
And we're back. I also got a chance to get on the True Bering podcast with my boy Kwame and a few of his friends from out there. We had some good talks. That episode should be coming soon. But if you haven't already, check out his YouTube channel. He got IG, True Bearing. It's all over the internet. If you can search True Bearing on YouTube, you can find it. I'll probably drop the link below. But yeah, we did an episode while I was out there. He's heading to Japan FLC, I believe, or something like that. Or maybe I wasn't supposed to say that. I don't know. But this is my pod, so I can say what I want. So Kwame, appreciate you for having me out. Love the support from day one. You know what I'm saying? They copped a lot of merch while I was out there. Everybody that was on the episode. Appreciate you. Yeah. And we go back to school where we went to supply corps school. So he's making moves out there. Him and everybody else that pretty much went to school, they're starting to transfer, going into these internships. So shout out to 2nd Battalion. Congratulations to all of you all that got selected for internships everywhere, overseas. It's like my class, they're all doing great things. Now they're going to shore to continue on with their career as a supply corps officer. Naval officer first. That's pretty dope. So congratulations to you all that finished your first tour. On to your second tour. Hoo-yah. I got a lot of merch that's coming out. A lot of people have been reaching out like, hey, can I get one of these hats? And, do you have this color? If you go to the website, MustangLife247.com, you can get a custom, created. Now it's a little bit more expensive than the, other hats that's on there because it's like a one of one. So when you're ordering one instead of mass, colors, like if I have to get 50, obviously it's cheaper per hat, but if you're getting one, it's going to cost to ship. It's going to cost for the colors, materials, but I can do a lot of things. I just did a pink custom. And it kind of matches the shirt, but, I didn't sell this shirt. This is actually one of my shirts that I'm just creating. Version 2 will be coming out soon. So stay tuned to 24/7. Stay tuned to MustangLife247.com. It's a lot of updates that's on there. I drop a lot of reels when I have new customs come out. Pay attention. And if you haven't already, go ahead and follow Mustang Life 24/7. Scratch that. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the IG page, Mustang Life _247. I got a few, customs on there, some customers that actually bought some things. They made some reels and I have it, tagged on the, IG post. So if you have any ideas or you want anything created by the Stang brand, get with me, hop in the comments, hop in the DMs. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you make an order, you can put all that information in there on the website, MustangLife247.com. You see it, you want something different from what's on there, let me know. Another thing I did a custom patch for the MPA out there on the Macon Island. She wanted a Mustang patch, and she got this patch right here made. It's a forged from the bilge. Try it without us. She's a LDO. Obviously she's the MPA. So these are all the ratings for engineering, and this is a patch for her. So she got a custom patch made. It's pretty awesome, I think. There's a lot of people doing a lot of things out there. Created a coin that'll be coming out soon. Not going to drop any intel on that, but when it comes out, you'll know it was made by me. It's a lot of stuff going on right now, with the military, and We talk about that on the True Bering podcast. A lot of different things. So again, if you haven't already, hop on True Bering podcast.
And then when you wash the clothes, like just do all that shit.
Oh my God. I knew you was up to Then they put the hat on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you.
Hey, right there.
It won't blow out. Of course.
That about wraps up this episode. Thank you for continuing this journey with me. Life of the episode. Spectacular to be doing this. The feedback that I get back, I love it. If there's anything you want to see as far as for the Stang merchandise, let me know in the comments. I can do all types of different customs, hats. Check out the website, MustangLife247.com. And if you haven't already, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I have a new IG, MustangLife_247.com. Until next time, signing out. Peace.